This is your home pressure testing kit. Due to people that really can't afford to get their system tested due to the economy, and everybody knows how the economy is, I came up with an idea that I've used and it works very well. It's to pressure test your radiator. If you take your radiator out of your car, okay, this is what I drew up. This symbolizes your radiator. I'm sure it kind of looks like your radiator, just a little bit different. This right here is your radiator tube that would have a hose that would go to the motor. This one down here is your radiator out tube that goes to the bottom of your motor. So your upper radiator hose and your lower radiator hose. Now, sometimes you would know if you had a problem with your radiator. Sometimes you won't. So if you want to actually test how your radiator is doing, or if you want to know if it has a hole, or if it just holding pressure as it is, they do sell kits for this. But like I said, some people just can't afford the kits and they just need like a home remedy. Well, your home remedy could be as close as your backyard or your kid's bicycle. If you have a inner tube laying around from a bicycle, 24-inch bicycle, regular kid's bicycle, this is what you can do. You cut it in half, and you want to make sure that it has the valve stem with it right here. This is your valve stem. This ain't a real piece of rubber. I'm just showing you. This is what you can do. You take your piece of inner tube, you put it on the upper radiator hose, just like that, and then you would put it on the bottom radiator tube. This is without the hoses. So you have it stretched over like you're filling a water balloon on here and here. And you're going to clamp it down with the clamps. You're going to take your air compressor, provided if you have one, or you can go to the gas station, or if you have some kind of compressed air, you would fill the inner tube just like you're trying to fill the inner tube for your kid's bike. You're going to fill the radiator with water, just like you would if it was in your car. So fill the radiator with water, just water. Put the cut inner tube over the upper radiator hole and the lower radiator hole, just like if you're gonna, not just like if you're stretching it over the faucet to make a water balloon. Clamp it down with the clamps. Take your air hose, fill it with air with the radiator cap on. Put the radiator cap on. Fill the radiator with air. This will tell you if you have a leak anywhere. Anywhere. This is like the best cheap method that I can come up with. And when you fill it with water, you should be able to see where there's leaks once you fill it with air. You're going to take your air hose, fill it up just like you're filling your kid's bicycle tube or bicycle tire. So if that's clamped down and that's clamped down, and you got water and you got your cap on just like as it was in the car, fill the whole radiator up with air, provided if this is filled with water. You got to fill this with water and put air in it, and you'll know when you have enough air, because either something will leak or something won't leak. If it won't leak, well, if it don't leak, you got a good radiator. If it leaks, well, chances are that you're gonna have to get a new radiator or some stop leak, depending on how bad the leak is, or where the leak is, or have it repaired somehow, some way. So that is just a home testing kit that will save you some money. I know times are tough, so there you have it. This, all I have written here is your radiator in tube, your out tube, but it should have been labeled upper radiator hose, lower radiator hose, and this is your inner tube. This is just a piece of tape colored black. I don't have an actual radiator and an inner tube to actually show you, so I just thought I'd draw you guys a diagram, and hopefully this will answer some of the questions and help some people out that just ain't got that kind of money to actually have it tested, but they like doing the work themselves, as I do. I know there is a person on my page, he liked how I did my thermostat test, and hopefully this might help him out or help you out. Well, thank you for watching. Laterly, YouTubers.